All right. Now that we have our spaceship, we need to get some lasers. Lasers. So I'm at here. I'm going to insert a new object. I'm going to my sprites, and I'm going to put my laser, and the laser, we're going to actually move this guy into the gray margin. It's actually going to be off the screen or off the layout. I'm going to call it laser, and there's a couple behaviors I'm going to add to this laser. The first one is a property called bullet, which makes it like something that is being shot. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to also add wrap to this one. So we've got bullet and wrap. One other thing is we want our laser to fade after it's being done, or after it's like fade out after a little bit. So we're going to use this thing called fade. We're going to add it. Okay. Now that I've got this, I want to go over and check these behaviors properties. We can change that. You can see the bullet, the speed is 400. You can always change that. But right now, the things I want to do is on the fade. I want to change the fade, change the wait time to 1. And I'm going to change the fade out to 0.5. And then we want it to destroy after it fades out. So it'll actually destroy. Okay. So now we've got a laser. Now we got to tell our event sheet what to do. So we're going to add an event. We've already got the keyboard, which is good. We're going to use the keyboard. And when a key is pressed, so instead of key down, we want on key pressed. Okay? Because we don't want it to be able to just hold down and shoot over and over and over again. But when the key, we're going to use the space bar. When this is pressed, okay, there's our event. Then we're going to say spaceship. We're going to do something called spawn a new object. So if I go down to miscellaneous, we're going to spawn another object. Spawning means like creating something new. So I'm going to spawn laser, and we want the layer on. This is where you can do two things. In parentheses or quotation, excuse me, you can put main. And we want the image 0.0. If you notice your layers, it's also layer number 1. You could write right here just layer 1, and it would work the same as putting in main. I'm going to go ahead and go back and put main and done. Okay. So now let's double check. Let's make sure that works. Let's play it. And there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Now you notice where your thing is coming out, your laser, that's the origin point. So if it's not exactly where you want it, you can always go back, and in my layout, I go to my spaceship, and I double click on it. And if I kick the origin point, I'm going to move mine out just a tiny bit. And I'm going to try that. I think that might be a little bit better. Yeah, I think I'm good with that right now. And sweet, we've got lasers. Now let's get at something to shoot at. Okay, so we're going to insert some asteroids. So I'm going to insert new object, sprite, and open up. And we've got this thing called rock. Yes. And the rock. I'm going to put one here. Now, if you remember, we are going to change. I'm going to call this asteroid. And now remember, if we want multiple versions of this, I'm going to hold down my control. And as I hold down control, I'm just dragging it and I'm getting new ones. And that's probably about enough. And I'm going to make sure they're not too close. Now, these things are all called asteroids. So which means they're all going to have the same properties. And I'm going to just change some sizes of them. Okay, so I think that's good. I'm happy with that. But we need to add some behaviors to these asteroids. So I'm going to add, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add what's called solid behavior. Solid behavior is makes it so it can bounce off stuff. The next one I'm going to add is I'm also going to add bullet behavior to this, except I don't want it to be super fast. So I'm going to change it to 100 on the speed. And then bounce off solids. I want it to be able to bounce off each other. Like I want them to collide and bounce off. And that'll be pretty cool. And then I also want that, since a lot of things in this game have a wrap, we're going to add the wrap behavior. Okay. So next, we're going to add, we still have more behaviors. We're going to add what's called the rotate behavior. It's under the movement down there. And you will need to change the bullet behavior property set angle to no. So right here, we're going to set this to no. Okay, we don't want that to set exactly how it is. Okay. Next, you're going to go over here. Okay, now we're good with the behaviors, so we're going to go ahead and close it. We're going to go to our event sheet. Okay. On our event sheets, we want the asteroid on collision with. Okay, on collision with another object. Next, we're going to have spaceship. When it collides with the spaceship, you guessed it, we're going to have spaceship, and this is that fun one under miscellaneous, destroy. Boom. Next event, we're going to say, okay, the laser is actually going to blow up the asteroids. So when the laser collides with another object, the asteroid, we want the asteroid to get destroyed. And also, if you think about it, another thing that we want to destroy, that laser should also be destroyed so that we don't have a laser going off into space through millions of asteroids. Okay, so both of those are there. Now let's go ahead and run our layout. And whoa. And that was pretty quick. So I'm going to reset it. Okay, you can see it's working, and you can see maybe you want to adjust some of the rotation of your asteroids. That's it for now.